Hey Brazy, how are you going, buddy? How's it going, man? I'm actually assembling some material now. Welcome to Silent Blunder. How are you going, man? Good to have you on board. I'm just browsing through the material that I would like to present today. No, not this one. Yes to this one. Also yes to this one. So that's 1, 2. Let's see what this was. No. Maybe. Nope. Yep. Alright. I think, guys, we are ready to rock and roll. Hello, Chess. Oh, Brazy is 1900 away from 19 points away from 1900. That's super exciting, man. Can't wait to hear how that's gonna shape up for you. 50 month. Ouch. Emotional damage. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to somewhat boringly, if that's even a word, go back to one of our favorite topics of the Sicilian Sveshnikov and just do a little bit of a browsy around.
Time flies.
Seb. Oh, that was the 50 month. I misunderstood your reference. Sorry, bro. I thought you were suggesting that he's going to take 50 months to get where he wants to be, but now I understand that this was actually how long you have been subbing to the channel, which is very, very cool, and thank you very, very much indeed. You are a hero. All right, so as promised, we are going to get into some Sicilian Sveshnikov shenanigans, and you are going to come with me on this journey, so let's begin. Hey, Rengao coming in strong with 34 months.
Sexy.
I don't know who the frick you are seeing on the screen that is sexy. It's definitely not me, but maybe the chess that I'm putting on the board is going to be. All of these games, by the way, shamefully, were played while I was on holidays. So, yeah, let's see how we went. All of them, or at least the first 3, I'm going to show you our Sveshnikovs. Oh, wow. Look at you go, animals. Look at you go. Filet in the house too. Okay, so let's continue. B5, tuck, tuck, tuck. Now I like to play the bishop g7 line, but I think I'm going to alternate now between bishop g7 and f5, because the f5 line I think is just as good. And oh, Mr. Thompson, hello, hello. Long time no see. How is the chess of yours going? Oh, I'm very sorry to hear, Seb Chess. That's as tragic as it can get. Yeah, sorry about your loss, buddy. Okay, bishop g7, g3. Hello, Big Al. Yes, indeed. Hello to the Big Al. 97. Take, take. Bishop g2. I'm not even sure if I'm playing this correctly, by the way, with black, but I thought I did. I'm willing to bet in a serious amount of money that no one will guess the best move for black here. It is a move that would have occurred to me not in a million years in a blitz game. And even in a long time control game, I think I would have been extremely hard pressed to look for it. A5? No, I don't think that is a valid idea on account of dropping B5. Oh, Mr. Yusem in the house. Hey, hey, hey. No, it is not A5. Any other guesses? King D7? No? It's wild, but it's good. That's what makes it difficult. Recommending wild moves is easy. Recommending wild moves that are good, that's the challenge. Rook A7 fits the bill in some ways, but I don't necessarily understand the purpose of the move, to be honest. I mean, let's get real, right? So I'm going to tell you that the two remaining best moves. So F5 is second best and castles is third best. I played bishop B7, which I would say is about fourth best. So it's none of these. It's definitely none of these. Bishop G7. Well, you can't go bishop h6 here because the idea is knight e7. And in general, you want to control this diagonal anyway after f5 break. If you are referring to the current position to play bishop h6 here, I don't really dig it. Like, there is nothing to do on the diagonal because the idea is, it remains the same. You want to play f5 or d5, it doesn't matter. But typically f5 takes and then e4 and open up the diagonal. So the answer is d5, which is nothing short of breathtakingly, crazily stupid. Yeah, Rengao came in just on time with the solid. Although I believe that the idea is different. The idea is that after ED you go check and pick up this. And actually black is better here. But the queen d5 line is still a little bit out there. Bishop b7. Yeah, this check is very obnoxious, man. Like I had only two moves for white here: queen d2 and queen b3. But even here, like according to the engine, the best move is rook c8, which just looks so random. Oh, I stand corrected. It's bishop c8 now. If the best move is bishop c8 here for black, I don't want to know how this line continues. So on that note, we are going to go back to the game, which was bishop b7. Castles, castles. c3. By the way, this might turn out to be a bad game. I don't remember this precisely how this ended. Okay, what do we do now? And this time it would be better if you recommended a line rather than a simple move. Mr. Landau! Hey, 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 how's it going? Good to have you on board, senor. Let's go black to move. No, no takers. Okay, everyone is falling asleep. So we played here the thematic f5, yeah? But what is the idea after ef? Yes, Mr. Brazy, so exactly that. So f5, ef, and then now we have got e4. I played d5, which to me looks a little bit more attractive because it keeps white guessing about which pawn is going to advance next. I have got now b4 ideas with making the d pawn a passer. And of course, bishop takes d5 I thought was losing to rook a d8, which is correct. So I played d5. Opponent played knight c2. And I played rook d8. Even as I'm looking at it now, I can't decide which rook to put it here or here. And the engine is also tossing up. I didn't think there was anything going to be happening on the f-file with both of the pawns here. I think that was my reasoning for coming here. And yes, I agree with Rengal's sentiment that the position looks great, which is slammed down by the engine's party pooping evaluation that it's almost +1. Ouch. Ouchie indeed. Alright, queen g4 played. I didn't really mind this move, like f6 is never really going to be a main threat. So I carried out or continued the plan, which was... Actually, I'm very curious. What would you guys play here for black? I actually played here the engine's favorite move, which I consider to be the most thematic too. You went to London 2 weeks ago. What did you do there? Bishop c8? No, that is going backwards, Mr. BMF. We don't go backwards in chess. That's illegal. We go forward. We go forward. Yeah, I played a5. a5, the idea is a second pawn sack with b4, which would create the passer of the d5 pawn. Rook d6 is actually not bad, but the purpose of the move is a bit vague to me because where do you want to go on the 6th? Like, there is nowhere good to go. I would never classify this as a bad move, but I'm not quite sure about its purpose. So yeah, a5 played, rook e1 played. And now I did not play b4. I played rook c8 first because I like to play good looking chess. Now b4 is a genuine threat because the knight is pinned. I really like the pawns, the way how they are covering all the central squares. It's really aesthetically pleasing, at least to me. Rook a d1 played. White is also playing good looking chess, by the way. And I couldn't contain my excitement anymore. And I played b4. Now this move is a tactical blunder and a beautiful one. Who can see why this move is a tactical blunder? Oh, just touristy stuff. Fair enough. No, 94 is not a big deal. I wouldn't call that a blunder, because 94 does not a lot. I just pick up the c3 pawn and I'm happy cappy. Nah, I don't believe that. 94 I take f6, I take knight f5. You still don't have a threat. Nah, I don't buy this. Nah, it's not it. Now I can take e5 always with the queen. Yeah, it does look good, right? It's just the ultimate healthy move that you would think that, yeah, all good. c4, that's hanging, no? This is a type of tactic that I would be very embarrassed to blunder in a longer time control game, but I think in Blitz it's kind of possible. How do you create a threat when there is none? I don't understand that. Like, threats don't come out of nowhere. You need to create them, right? So when there is none, the only way to make one happen is to create one. I would like BMF to, I want you to either elaborate or rephrase that question so I can give you the answer you're after. I don't know, Scrumptious, what you're talking about. You can't take b4 because the rook at the knight is hanging. That's the whole point. So, yes, you are hallucinating. 93 is playable, but I wouldn't have called it a tactical blunder if the refutation is knight e3. In fact, it's one of the best moves on the board. Yeah, I guess I would have taken and d4 then. And it's still a mess, but it's definitely not what I would label as a blunder. No one? Okay, I'm going to give you a hint, but this hint is going to give it away pretty quickly. The same tactic wouldn't work without the insertion of the last pair of moves. So the last pair of moves, oh, actually, no, not quite true. So rook here and then rook here, right? So rook here, rook here. So if the rooks were here and here, the tactic wouldn't work. As it is, because of the white rook is here and the black rook is here, they changed the landscape enough that there is a very cute tactic available now. Yeah, so take d5. We both completely missed it, and to be honest, like I said, in Blitz it's a missable tactic. The idea being that after bishop takes, you sack the rook as well, but after rook takes f6, now there is a mate and the rook is loose. And so white regains stuff, and because we have traded a lot, now we are approaching an endgame with black being a pawn down. This would be quite a dark story to end up. Nice tactic, very nice tactic. My opponent played knight e3. He took back, and I played e4. This was very predictable again on both sides. So the funny thing is that you always have this situation going on with these two central pawns that when you push one, the bishop becomes a beast, but it degrades the other bishop really, really big time. Such is life. Now, the 95 idea still works, and I was still completely oblivious to it, and thankfully so was the opponent. C4 played. We went D4. They jumped in. We took. They took, and I played E3. And frankly, when I was in the game, I was fully aware of the fact that I was down a pawn, and I thought that my position was at least equal. And by equal, I mean dynamic equilibrium, right? So they have the pawn, I have the play. The engine just goes like, yeah, no, bro, like not even close. D6 and you are cooked. Again, the F6 motif is deadly. So it turns out that you really need to be careful with putting a rook when there is a queen here. Because again, rook d6, f6, and we can sign score sheets. It's actually very humbling how, because I remember roughly what I was thinking and what I was feeling during the game, and to see how consistently wrong I was. Mind you, it was all associated with just the one motive that I was constantly blind to, that this rook on c8 often becomes loose. But it's fascinating to see that. Take, king h1, rook c2, and at this point I was already putting my money on myself, even though technically the engine still slightly prefers white. But I'm like, yeah, I have got piece activity, I have got this super annoying passer. What could go wrong? My opponent played queen e4. I guess it's a bit of a panic move. I was happy to trade and just pick off the pawn on a2, which is dumb. I should have played rook d2 apparently. My idea with taking the pawn was simply that I thought that the a pawn with the support of the bishop, a deadly combo that we know really well from openings like the Grimfeld, it just absolutely rips. Hey Icehan, good mate, I'm back from holidays, so now I'm ready to roll. I blockaded the pawn, and now I'm ready to push. Again, I can't emphasize this enough, but you look at the position and the extra pawn, whichever you want to call it, the extra one for white feels like it's irrelevant. The whole game is about this pawn running gloriously to touchdown. Stopping f6 vacating g7. Yeah, it was good until I got stuck on Bali because of a volcano eruption. Until then it was very good. Rook c8 and let's go. Rook c6. Take. In hindsight, I'm questioning myself why I didn't play bishop e5. I think that would have made more sense. But I think in my head, I just wanted to take, put the rook behind the pawn and just run. Yeah. We had to stay 4 days extra in Bali because of a volcano eruption that grounded all flights. And then the airline, asshole Virgin, did not send any recovery flights, and they wanted to put us on a flight 10 days after our initial departure date. Douchebag Virgin. And so we had to rebook our flight and buy a new ticket. That was the last time I flew with those losers. It's a funny thing, by the way, because yeah, BMF, it comes with practice. When I said to people that, yeah, look, I got stuck on Bali for 4 days, everyone kept on saying that, well, there are worse places to get stuck in the world than Bali. And it's true. But trust me, when you have a holiday planned, and you have a planned come home time, and you have got planned stuff lined up after you came home, and all of that goes to shit, it doesn't matter where you get stuck. I mean, it can get bad, and then it can get a lot worse. I guarantee you that, yes, there are worse places to get stuck into, but still, it's just a degree of how bitter the feeling in your mouth is, but it's never gonna be a yay if you already are committed to a lot of other things upon your return. No, and by the way, the eruption, I saw images of it, was nuts. Like this volcanic ash blew up and it went up 20 kilometers high. 20 kilometers. That is absolute nuts. Anyway, we went behind the pawn as per announced. Rook d3, bishop b2, and again, we just want to go, go, go. Bishop d5, up, and this was an incredibly unfortunate timing that interfered with the bishop and allowed me to tuk, which I, for some weird reason, didn't do. I guess I pre-moved king f6 here, because I anticipated here bishop a2, and I think I pre-moved king f6. No, I didn't actually, because it spent 2 seconds. So I'm just being embarrassingly stupid. I can't save it, unfortunately, as much as I would like to. We have to admit that that was a total cock-up. Yeah, okay, the end got a bit ugly. And now this is a terrible move. Who can tell me why this is miserably wrong? Yeah, I do have pictures, as in from the volcano eruption or the holiday. I mean, I didn't see it. It's like several hundred kilometers away from the place where I was, but that doesn't stop the fact that air traffic has to stop altogether. Yeah, that's right, why. So it's quite ironic because king g4 is literally a forced mate now, but so is king f6. So someone is getting mated here. Thankfully, it was me who decided to deliver the mate. King g4, bishop takes, king h3, dumbest move on the planet. We needed to play king takes. I didn't realize that this was covered. Yeah, apologies, blitz game. Oops. And we went the scenic route. Yeah, so I just king takes g3 and the mate is unstoppable. Okay, that was not our brightest W. By the way, I started at the end, I don't know why. So let's move on to the next. Hopefully this is gonna be better. Opponent is a lot higher rated and the game is a lot shorter. These are good signs. Let's go, Sveshnikov again. '97. Oh, I have plenty of nice games too, but I'm now focusing on the Sveshnikovs exclusively. That being said, Icehan, there is always that one there. And here my opponent played c4. Now I remember this game was a total carnage. I mean, this is just absolutely dumb. This is really the lines where Smurfett just shines. So we played bishop g5. We're very happy to give up the pawns in order to accelerate development and hit the opponent. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. Oh, hello. Thank you for the 5 gifted subbies, Icehan. I feel like we're going to analyze a game of yours very soon. Castles. Castles. What would you do? See you, Seb. Thank you very much for the sub, buddy. Good night. Bishop b7 is alright, yep. I agree. Let's see what YouTube says. YouTube is silent. Ison, yeah, you can send the link here, yep. I decided to take it right away because why to muck around? Yeah, exactly. They took back with the E. And now I decided that it was time to win the game on positional terms. It's not book move, buddy. Like, we're out of book already because my opponent played c3 and then c4. There is no book. Herbert TV in the house. As usual at the most ridiculous hour of the day. So yeah, this is hardly book, but yeah, take, and we played b4. It's 5:30 CET. Some people have already gone for a run. Yeah, they are called psychopaths. That's that bunch of people called who wake up at 5:30 to go for a morning run or a swim, for that matter. They are known to society as the psychopaths. No judgment, by the way. Right, knight c2 played. And queen b6. Now the dark square domination is already... Oh, L coming in strong. Hello, hello. Thank you for the super chat, you super legend. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so dark square domination is the name of the game. King h1, a5. Queen d3. It's 5:30 here. I'm gonna go to sleep soon, lol. I finished the chapter review. I don't know what that is. And then practice knight bishop mate in 1-0. If that is not the most chess playery comment, I don't know what is. Going to bed at 5:30 after practicing bishop knight mate in bullet. Say that you are a chess geek without saying that you are a chess geek. Unreal. F5, A3, and now we went in for the full lock-in. I would say that from here, bring on cards and I should win. Alright, like these are those types of positions that I just auto-win. You have got an extra pawn on the king side. This pawn is not going anywhere. You have got 5,000 developing moves to play and the checkmate. Attack. Note that this is also attack. Oh god, this is 2700 by white. 2700 blitz. That's insane. Now I quite like this move, a little cheeky touch. Queen f4 loses to bishop c3. And then game over. The irony is that f4 actually traps the queen, so they had to take this. I should have asked this question. Like to move and win. That's so cool that the queen is trapped, right? Can't go, can't go, can't go, can't go. Hey, Jazz! So take, and they gave up. That was pretty lame too. That was pretty lame too. Okay, let's see how an FM goes against my deadly Sveshnikov. Same line. This time round I went with castles instead of knight e7. Both are theory. Knight c2, rook b8. That is to design. That is designed to prevent a4. So if you play bishop g5 here, then a4. Oh, sorry, buddy. It's still not your game. You are up next. You are up next. Hence rook b8 first. a4 anyway, blunder. Now b2 is bleeding out. Okay, this is a lame game. I'm only having lame games, guys. I apologize. Okay, black to move. It's not that lame. Yeah, it looks Sveshnikov theme indeed. Yeah, Jazz, well spotted. Well done, bishop g4. And now it's quite miserable for white. What would you do after f3 out of curiosity? Where would you go back? Yeah, that's what I was planning on, so I was never gonna go back. I wanted to go check g3, and I actually wanted to take this, but that doesn't work. Well, might not be best, because after take, and let's say king d1, this is a bit speculative. Yeah, rook b2, this might do it, but your mighty machine just wants to pull back. And now takes is not really that great, because now we can take this, and this is definitely going to sting. Book. Yeah, they took, and apparently, and this is absolute nut house, this position is dead even according to the engine. Dead even, like triple zeros. Yeah, the occasional Portsmouth Jazz should serve you alright. Nothing wrong with being a bit speculative. So yeah, apparently bishop b7. I think Herbert is useless. I will be honest with you. I have no idea what Anish was thinking when he recommended that in his course. I think it's completely useless. And all of a sudden, my knight has nowhere to go. Can't go e7 because this drops. Knight b8 is but ugly. Rook c4, rook c8 threat. Actually, white is better here. Can you guess the only good move for black here? Which allows a forced draw, by the way. Just follow the games of Charlie. Yeah. That's a general rule of life anyway. Just follow the games of Charlie. Only move for black to stay in the game, ladies. Rook h2, I'm afraid, loses c6, right? 97 loses the house after knight f6. That's the whole point. Rook c1 is an interesting idea. I actually quite like that, but I'm afraid that after knight e3 we still have all the existing problems, and the white knight just got to a better square. But that's a clever idea. We have already looked at knight b8, Mr. Landau, and we concluded that after rook c4, it's no joy. So I will give you the answer, unless no one is guessing correctly. Knight a5 also loses a piece to knight f6, and this is on. So the correct and only move for black here is h5, with the idea of forcing the queen off of the g file, so that we're not pinned, so we can retake here. Oh, Smurfit! I just went through a bunch of Sveshnikov games. Most of them were garbage, though. Luckily, my opponent missed this and they played bishop b5. And the big difference here is that after knight b8, now this idea is not playable because the bishop is not on b7. And the rest was just mopping up. And knight is trapped on h6. Okay, that was lame. Was this the one? Oh, okay. Let's have a quick look at this one. Oh yeah, this is what we want, baby. This kind of Sveshnikov. Happy hour. Booyah. Smurfette style, baby. Smurfette, what did I play here for black? Total bluff, but boy did I enjoy this. Aisan, promise, next is you. Chat, what did the monster play here? Exactly, knight d4, baby, bring it. Totally losing move, but boy is it fun. They took, I took back. They played knight c2, and I played rook e8. And I thought I was king of life. There's only one move here for white that wins, and everything else loses. What is the only move for white here, guys? Thank you, Big Elephant Man. Welcome in, buddy. It's king d1. Only move. Big Elephant Man, why are you sending me random shitty links, buddy? Especially as a first time chat. Like, not cool, bro. Yeah, bishop g4, the king just walks. The king just walks. So yeah, this would have been a problem. According to the machine, queen f2 is best, but obviously one would only enter an endgame like this with reluctance. Luckily, it wasn't found in the heat of a blitz game, and my opponent played queen d4. What do we do? Thankfully, nah, bishop b3 is met by king d2. Yeah, bishop c8 check, and we pick up the rook, and we walk away with a win. Yeah, that's it. All right, now I'm going to go now back to Mr. Ice Hanman. Ice Hanman, are you white or black in this game that you sent us? Yeah, Mr. Muorota, queen trade followed by bishop c8 was also to the same effect. We are white. Okay. We are white. Alrighty, so we are looking at a rapid 24-handle game here. Alright, let's have a look. Why don't you play my knight c3 bishop f4 line? I feel I'm being betrayed. You're not following my chessable course? That is so disappointing. Okay. All G, all G. Ooh. A3. Can you tell me why we are playing here A3 and not knight C3? Courtney in the house! Hello, hello! How are we? Yeah, I don't like A3 at all. It looks butt ugly. I would rather play here bishop D3, knight C3, you name it. I really strongly dislike this move. Okay, let's move on. Doggy ears. Okay, I don't understand why we are taking this either. I'm mostly confused about this opening play. I would play bishop d3, no? Isn't this the most obvious move on the board? Well, you could consider taking it, but I think that's a little bit wild. With rook e8, maybe knight f2 is a threat now. I'm not feeling this. I would be a little bit worried here. But after bishop d3, I am threatening to take the free pawn among other things, so I don't... Yeah, this just looked weird. What happened with my Iceland man? Now that I started looking at his game, he just vanished from the chat. What's happening? You're here, but you're not responding to anything I say. But okay, that's cool. So, yeah, I don't like the way you play this opening at all. I dislike A3, I dislike CD. Yeah. And I also dislike bishop E2. Yeah, I would have gone D3 again. 100%. Okay. So the opening play was meh. It was definitely meh. Oh god. Why? Like, dude. Why? That is so sad. The doggy fest. That is... Oh, boy. Like, what do you do now after queen g6? Yeah, but why are you stopping bishop g4? Thank you for telling me that, by the way. Who would have thought? Yeah, that's exactly the problem with it, that this idea exists. It's awful. It is horrid. G4. That's your move. Like, who are we kidding here, man? Like, what is going on? This is terrible. Like, why wouldn't you castle here? I'm so confused. And if bishop g4, then you kick it. Then it goes back and then we play chess. Actually, this may be an unintended exchange sack, but I think it's actually fine. Queen d5, knight f1. Yeah, maybe this is a bit iffy. Just rook e1 and then knight c3. But this looks to me like chess. But h3 here is absolutely... don't do that, please. Please. Okay. I'm really hoping h6 is next. I really am hoping. I really hope that h6 is coming next. Damn it. Mind you, this continues the tradition of butt ugly, right? I don't... How is this 2400 level chess? Like b5. Yeah, we do say that in Hungarian too, by the way. I'm not making fun of you, but this is really not cool, man. Yeah, so this is the reason why you needed to play queen c2, which introduces the threat of take or take followed by picking this off, right? And now there is no adequate response by black to this. Because if they go knight a5 now, you pick off e4, that's a free pawn. If they take c3, then now there is no knight a5 because everything is hanging. So castles was a mistake too. Or at least an inaccuracy. Let's go with that. What on earth is going on here, guys? Isn't this hanging? What am I looking at? Yeah, I love white here too, because black is playing like an absolute potato. If they had gone back to f6 and then knight c4, that would have been quite a different story. But knight c4, oh my word. Yep, very good. Very good. Now this is good chess. Yep. Yep. Yeah, every move is winning. Even g4 looks like a potential idea. But yeah, it's just Carnage City. Yeah, that was very clean. I mean, once your opponent did this knight c4, from here on out, this was very, very cleanly played by you. Yeah, perhaps bishop h5, take here, and then rook across. Maybe. What's up, Rangout? Yeah, maybe take, and then rook c5. Then they go back here, and then we take, and then we swing across. Wow, the rook is not even good enough for our friend. Full rook. Aquamarine time. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you, man. Okay, that surprises me that we went for this, but I suppose everything wins. It also surprises me that we didn't take this with the bishop. Now we are dropping the ball again. Yeah, that was messed up. Like, bishop takes. Hello? What happened there? Yeah, that was a biggie. That was a biggie. Okay, queen takes. Back there, there. Now we have a game to win again. Alright, chat, what is the most obvious winning move for white here? Let's go. It's actually quite an instructive move. I really like it. Yes, Pankaj Lamba, I am indeed streaming on Twitch at the same time. D5 it is, of course, because we are going after the king. And if E5, then what do we do? That's it. So the idea is D6, check, and picking off G6. Very good. This was, in my opinion, very, very counterintuitive because you're forcing the knight back into the defense. Yeah, that was no-go. Yeah, it's funny how this game is like a roller coaster. Like, we had a shocker of an opening, a very solid middle game until we got completely winning, and then we dropped the ball again. Sounds like my dating life. Well, you are ahead of the curve as a chess player, because usually for most chess players there is no ups in that trajectory. It's just a flat line. Okay, what is the sexiest move on the board for white here, guys? Yeah, d5 was my initial idea too. Which is just killing, but there is a prettier version of that, which is f5. f5, complete carnage city. Because the rule of life in chess is that the decisive breakthroughs tend to take place on the most protected squares, and hence the first move you look at is f5. Yeah. Okay, I guess you are going on the scenic route now. Wait, what the fuck is this? That is neat. That is very neat. So queen takes, and then the rook comes across to win the queen. Not bad. Not bad. I am not a little bit blown away by the fact that you found this tactic, but we didn't find d5 and f5 and all those things. Like, that was crazy next level. Very well done. Yeah. Summary of the game is that we had an absolute shocker of a bunny ear fest, which you really need to quit doing, like yesterday. Followed by an absolute carnage in the middle game. Followed by some, like, hello. And then we pulled off the tactic of the year. With bishop takes g6. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all, friend. Not bad at all. No. No, they weren't bad. The only thing that I would give you grief for is the opening, really. I mean, I just checked your accuracy and it's 92.0. You have got 0 blunders, 0 misses, 0 mistakes. 21 best moves, 1 brilliancies. You better hide from Kramnik at this point, my friend. You better hide from Kramnik. Yeah, but sure, chuck it in, buddy. Chuck it in. Oh, okay. Okay, I dig this. I dig this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, put your hand together for our good friend. Oh shit, did you guys see this mate? By the way, check this game out. I played this, so this was also in the batch that I wanted to show you. I'm black. And I'm actually probably dead lost here. Sorry Herbert, I will come to you. I just need to show this to the chat. Muarota, no, it works with a super chat. There you go. That's your response there down below for you, Muarota. So at this point, I think I'm dead. No, the engine says I'm not actually, and I played the best defensive move here. I should have shown you this game actually again instead of all the rubbish that I did. I played Rook h6. Oppo plays Bishop d8. Now that is super cool. Right, so I overlooked this, or I saw the idea that here he's threatening Bishop d8, Queen d8, Queen e6 mate. That's the threat. I don't know what that Mecha Chezilla is, but sure. So Rook h6 was in fact the only move that didn't lose the game to stop the mate. Then he did it anyway. I took, then he went check. So now I'm losing the queen. But I've got too much wood. Now if we go back a little bit more, here I'm dead lost. Queen f3 correct, f5, queen g3 correct. I took, check is correct. And at this point, he needed to go check. Who can see the very basic idea, which I didn't? Yeah, it is. It has got a strong vibes of the Carlsen game indeed. Queen e6. Funny, but no. No, it's not that. After the trade, take, rook check, I can just hide. Mr. Landau comes in strong, so check is winning the queen for free. Yeah, that's what we missed. So he played EF, rook h6, and now I'm winning. Because we had the rook f6. But check out the end of this game. Rook j4. Check. I missed mate in one here. Never mind. That's because I went for the pretty mate. Which was this one. Ha ha! Gotcha! It's a bit unfortunate I have this rook. Without this rook on the board, it would be nicer if it was there. Now that is a sexy checkmate. And now comes my good friend Herbert, who is probably barely awake. Oh, fuck this Magnus shit. I hate this. Okay, so our good friend. I mean, Isan, if you want me to analyze a game that was played by an engine, I would be probably giving that a pass. But you can send it as a private message in Chesscom. Right, so Herbert friend is sacking pawns like his life depended on it. This is how we play chess, ladies. That's it. Develop, develop, develop. Morphe, morphe, morphe. Good, good, good. Yeah, knight d4 is incoming. I can already sense it from 5 miles away. Oh, Brav, what? You didn't take this? Hello? Take e3 is not winning enough. I'm disappointed, but okay, rook c8 is still prepping the same idea. Although maybe after knight c4 now you're cooked. Yeah, you can no longer do the trick. Herbert. Ah la la. Schade. But now. Wunderschön. Wunderschön. Yeah, unfortunately the opposite is the case. Now after... Yeah, I reckon even bishop b2, I'm not sure if you have the sack anymore, because I have this. And you have got problems. Yeah, that was not pretty, but now it is absolutely super sexy. Bring it, baby. The German Morphe. Ta-da. Is there a mate after he here? I don't think there is. Or is there? Schönheitsfehler. Yes, I guess failure, rather. Fehler. Schönheitsfehler. Here. Now this would have made you weep from joy, buddy, if you had done this. You would have quit chess if you had had the guts to play bishop e3, g3 here. Take, check, king here, queen e1. That would have been a Möglichkeit of a lifetime. Even Smurfett approves of this. A good old Smurfett approves of this. I mean, look at this. Is Rangao still in the house? You can chess fool, but remember the love component. Well, what do you think of this buddy that you see on the board right now? I like your bishop on f8. I don't know what you're talking about, but I take your word for it. Yeah, well, you don't get to have your cake and eat it, buddy. Like, after takes, what mate? Like, there is no mate, dude. You just won the game. Who wouldn't resign here? But if you play bishop g3, likely they will play on. Because If there is no mate, then yeah, fair enough. But no one talks about results here, friend. We're talking here about glory and fame and games that you would show to your grandchildren. Alright? Like, we don't play chess to win games. We play chess because we want to leave a game behind that everyone is going to go nuts about. Whoa! Casual Dad is tuning in for the party. Hello! For the 34 month of support, shout out to the legend himself. Yeah, the gang is all here, correct. Alright, ladies, I will duck out to grab a drink. Send me the love and the games and we'll proceed. You're still in your bed. It's not good, no, like this is not helping you to adjust when you're sitting in dark rooms during daytime. No, you have a work tomorrow. Can I ask you to do me a favor? It's gonna be a bit of a challenge. Can you please bake? You heard that right. The pie, which is in the freezer. Needs half an hour on 200. Alrighty, ladies, I'm back. Mr. Quadruple Y, hello, ominous monkey. You need to send me some goods first, buddy. Oh, hello. You just did. Apologies for me being a greedy biatch. Okay. What color are we, friend? Oh, 4 whites. Okay, we are white. Okay, let's go. Let's go. 4 whites. You don't have my 1e4 club players repertoire course, do you? On Chessable. By far the best system against this is d4, which is what I recommend in my opening course. Bandromeda. Oh, okay. Yeah. Exactly, and after bishop g4 we go check. Knight d7, then you pull it back home, take, take. And they have got a super passive position. And you have got all the happiness in life. Which is in my course. I very much recommend you to check that out. You can find it here. No, maybe here. Fuck. My commands don't work. Oh, because my old commands died when I got the new computer. Oh, I see. Okay, well, then you have to find it here. I think that's a working chessable, yeah. No, it doesn't work. That used to be the old command here, but you are correct, but it doesn't work anymore. Anyway, knight c3 is fine. But taking again is bad. Don't do that. What you want to do here is knight f3, d4, or bishop c4. Bringing the queen out early like this is now useless because you don't have a knight to attack it with. And so the queen is actually well placed in the center. That is definitely an opening inaccuracy. And it works in almost every opening the same way. So for example, in the Sicilian, to show you the reverse of the same idea, taking d4 is good. Taking d4 again is bad because the white queen on d4 cannot be pestered by developing moves. And so now white just gets a very quick development, and once again the queen on d4 is totally fine. This is a generic idea that you need to be aware of. One more example, which is almost identical in the 4-knight Scotch. Taking on d4 for black is correct. Now bishop b4 is best. Knight d4 is a mistake because again the queen can't be kicked out. Okay, moving on. Yeah, so what you observe here is that straight out of the opening, you are clearly worse. We are playing white, we played 8 moves, and we are worse in the opening. Opponent has better central control, better piece mobility. Everything that counts in the opening, they have better than us. And all of this came down to this capture that you made on d5. Okay, that's another bad move. Because you are provoking f6, which is actually a move that fits into their agenda perfectly well. I don't think that you are... Well, before you play this move, I don't think that you thought it through what the most likely response by your opponent was, or if you did, then you misevaluated this. Because one of the most stock standard ideas for black here is actually to play f6 and then g5, h5, and just pawn storm the hell out of you. And you just went like, yep, hit me in the face hard, please. And they did. And now you just made from, we are going here from bad to worse to terrible. Because now you are walking into it with 4 more tempi. So we gave them 1 tempo, 2 tempi, 3, and Lord knows how many more. Like you are absolutely getting slaughtered. So here is the wisdom. You don't watch my YouTube channel, I believe, which I would recommend you to do, because you would find a lot of handy hints about these types of positions. We have got opposite castled kings, yeah? So basically every move that you don't commit to trying to stir the pot on the other side is a mistake. So if I were white, the way I would play it is that I would have played here bishop e3, completing development, and by the way putting the bishop on a square that makes sense. And when they start the same shenanigan, I would either play c3 or c4. I don't know which one is the best one. For argument's sake, let's just go with c3, which facilitates b4. Note that I am doing the same pawn match on the other side, but it also facilitates queen a4, again attacking on the part of the board where we are meant to attack. Also note that queen a4 attacks the bishop. This looks like chess. What you are doing here, it looks like you are trying to lose this chess game as soon as possible. Good move. You should have gone back this way. Absolutely no sense in going this way. Okay, that's again like absolutely no plan whatsoever. You really seem like a fish out of water. By the way, heads up, you are playing a 10-0 game here, yeah? Your time management is nothing short of terrible. Like on a 0 to 10, it's a 1. Look at how much time you're spending. 0. No time spent whatsoever. You spent 20 seconds so far, and you're clearly worse. Then we spent 8 seconds on the next mistake. 0 time on the next big mistake. Even here, bishop e3 needed to be played. And we are already dead lost here after bishop e6. And we are still less than half a minute into our thinking time. Like, I don't want to go too harsh on you, but if I were my student, I would very seriously put it to you that why do you bother playing 10-0 if in reality you are actually playing bullet? What's the point? And as I was looking at your move, by the way, and your opponent's moves too, I noticed the discrepancy between the quality of the moves and the rating. And now I understand why I see what I see. It's because neither of you guys are spending time on the clock at all. Now, to be fair to black, they didn't need to, because with bishop g5 you made their life pretty easy, but still. This is really, really poor time management. And like, this move is textbook. Let me finish this because this is going to be a thought that you want to listen to. This move is a textbook case of I didn't know what to do. And I invite you to correct me if I'm mistaken, but I tell you how I gathered this information, because this was the first time in the game when you actually spent some time. But despite that, you played a really bad move, right? So these two things together, really meaningless, total waste of time move, with the most amount of time spent so far on the clock, clearly tells me that you just could not for the life of you come up with a move that would have satisfied you, and you preferred your opponent's clock to be ticking rather than yours, so you pushed something that was nearest to your hands. Now, here is the issue with this. First of all, now you are happily admitting that I am happy to compromise everything and everything under the sun on the board in order to just play a move, which is silly. Why would you do that? The whole idea of playing chess, right, is that at every given point, you try to play the best move relative to your ability, right? Even when you played b3, you knew that that was not the best move that you could come up with. But you just gave up because you couldn't figure out anything, and you just were like, screw it, we'll figure out something later. You should never, ever, ever do that in chess. I always tell my students that I much rather them sit there for 9 minutes and 27 seconds and lose on time in an attempt to find a meaningful move than play some complete rando whatever and, okay, now it's their turn. Yeehaw, problem solved. Nope. Problem not solved, because now you did not put the effort in. So we don't know now whether you have the skills to find the better moves because you didn't even try. Alright, so I would very much encourage you that when you cannot find a good move or an idea, keep looking and keep looking and keep looking and play a move that at least somewhat satisfies you in terms of what it does, if it has a plan, and so on. Because playing this is only marginally better than playing this. Right? Both are rubbish moves, but this even loses material, yeah? But it's not like this is going to put you anyway in a good shape or form for the rest of the game. Whoops. Okay. Our opponent played bishop c5, very sensible. We played king h1. That continues the trend of I don't know what to do. Can't be asked, so I keep on playing pass moves. Don't do that. And again, like if you are stuck for what to do, like the basics are on the board, right? So opposite castle kings, I'm meant to attack this. Have I played a single attacking move on this side of the board yet? Here? No. Have I even done a gesture of wanting to make something happen here? No. So why don't we go a3, b4, c4, b5, whatever. Right? And then at least you are ticking the box of I'm doing what I'm meant to. Even if it's bad for whatever reason, it's not. Yeah, like at least, look, I just played out the moves that happened in the game and all of a sudden I'm almost trapping a piece here. In fact, stuff the almost I did. Right? It's just playing on the correct side of the board already gives you a huge boost. And now your opponent blundered into the elastic band tactic. Classic. Classic, classic. Wow. Okay, now we're completely winning. So the idea, of course, is that when they take the rook, you pull back with check, saving the bishop, and then we pick off a1. Yep, very good. That was neatly spotted. Whoa! Hello, YouTube. We got a 50 Buccarino super chat on YouTube too. Yeah, send me the game, buddy. Right, where was I? Yeah, check, very good. So that was tactically neatly spotted. I am quite happy that you spotted that. e4. Yeah, good. Bishop f3 now, please. Yeah, this is textbook again. Wait, is bishop f3? No, I'm good. I would have played a bishop f3, rerouting the bishop there, but take back is fine. Yep, very good. And black resigns. Whoa! Hello? You did what? Excited much? Not taking a free rook? Yeah, that was next level. I'm not sure if I understand what you're trying to do here. I would have taken this. Or immediately pulled back e3 for a back rank mate. Which is what you did. Okay. I thought that b4 would be the way to mate this, no? But okay, let's see. So if you insist on mating this, then now rook c6 with the idea of b4 and a rook mate here. See you, Herbert. And finally mate. Okay. Okay. We got there. Alright, 4 white. So here is a very brief summary, although I gave you a fair bit of pounding already during the game, so I don't want to overdo it. But time consumption is terrible. You need to fix that. Your openings definitely need some work, including both theory and opening principles, to not to play like this. Don't worry about the tip. I will do it under the same umbrella. And last but not least, once again, early middle game concepts like what to do when opposite side castling is on. Yeah, so some basic strategic components seem to be completely missing from your game. Like which part of the board am I supposed to play on type of stuff. Okay, let's have a look at the other one. Also white. This is not a good line here. Bishop g5 is your move. And the reason why bishop e3 is not good here is because knight g4 is very, very annoying. Yeah, I realized that pounding was not necessarily the best way of putting it, but it is what it is. Mr. Muorota, have you sent me your game, by the way? Okay, e6 played. Now we are back in an English attack, which is fine. Yep. Just don't forget body first, queen d2 and castles before you get too carried away. Where did you send it, Muorota? On ChessCom? Okay, this move makes no sense. I don't know why we are playing this. What you want to do is to get the queen king out of the way, castle queenside, and then continue the pawn storm. This does nothing. You don't want to castle this way. It doesn't support you to castle this way. Maybe g5 f4 can be handy, but overall this is a very, very low priority move on the list. Queen d2 and queenside castles. And then let's go. Yep. Yep. Although actually... No, that's fine actually. Never mind. Whoa, again, thank you. Yep, very good. Very good. This is played now really well. Yep. And now g6 just wins. Yeah, very good. That was outstanding. Although, whoa! Although you need to be aware of this. But I don't think it's a biggie. Yeah, so after rook takes, you can take back with the pawn, and then even the knight gets trapped. So we are good. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What? Hello? 96 is not captured? Why? What? Hello? Why are we not taking e6? Murata, the YouTube chat eats the links. I don't think I can see any link there, buddy. Send me a message on ChessCom. I don't understand why we're not taking this. And if you decide to play a bishop move with the idea of queen h2, then why on earth, I beg you, you play bishop b5 when the weakness is this? Bishop g4, hello? So that the king can't escape because we are going to hit it from here. Like bishop b5 is the least logical bishop move you have on the board. Yeah, we got that, Chief. Yeah, I got it. Right, like, why would you go there? Like, you know that you want to leave the bishop because this is the plan. So now what you do in your head is that which bishop move is going to mess with my opponent the most? Yeah, it's surely not this or this because they do nothing. So you find a new target and you turn it into a double attack. Now you have this, you have this. Yeah, fair enough. Nice attack, by the way. Even here I very, very strongly dislike your time consumption. Yeah. Alright, Mr. Mororota next, Muorota, and then I am going to... Wait. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Okay, and then it's Eigen. So this is Mr. Muorota from YouTube. Hello, Alan Chess. I like to play in this position d5. Because after knight e5, knight e5, bishop e5, they have to go back with the bishop. Because if they play knight f6, these two are a bit weird. And then we have f4. 11 years. Thank you, buddy. That's just how we roll, buddy. No difference from a lesson. Oh, come on, bishop f7. Surely you didn't send me this game, buddy. Mr. Murata, why would you send me an absolute carnage game? What are we going to learn from that? I would like to give you... Oh, what? You missed this? Hello?
Great episode, thanks. Need to sleep now.
I love it when Courtney actually owns her beautiful name and she donates money under the name Courtney. That has a special taste to it, like yummy. It's almost flirtatious, just to go back to our good old habits, Courtney. Sweetheart. Yes, Alan, I do have a piece of advice for you. I'm a firm believer that if you're unable to recall your sharp lines, you should not attempt doing so. Like, you try to recall it, it doesn't work, you drop it, and you try to figure out what the hell is going on. Because the more you try to rely on memory, the more likely you're going to mess up. And you should be able to have a very good recall of... Sorry, you should be able to have the ability to understand your lines because you have been playing them, you have been learning them, and learning an opening, it means that you understand it. So even if you forget it, the ideas will come back to you. Yeah, that was shameful that we missed this, Mr. Botvinnik. Mr. Muorota. Why am I calling you Botvinnik? Because your name is Bionic. Okay, so that was shameful. Now we did it. I actually would have preferred you to play h3 right away. Why are we hesitating? Because then after take, if knight f6, I think I would just pull the bishop back here, not all the way here, right? And now actually you can go after the knight with g4, g5. Okay. So I dislike bishop b3. In general, this is a chicken reaction, excuse the language, because your opponent is not threatening to take. So then why are you pulling it back? Right? It's a typical case of, ooh, I better not blunder something. Like, don't think like that. Okay, we got back there. I like the fact that you're not taking the rook. I think that's cute. What I don't like is queen d1. That again is chicken move because why are you moving the queen? The knight has nowhere to go, like absolute nowhere that can hurt you. So why don't we just castle? Why would you voluntarily go back to d1? That doesn't make any sense. Unless you wanted to regroup to a4, but I sincerely doubt that that was the case. Yeah, like... No bueno, friend. This is torture still. Oh, and now queen a4 check. Oh no. It never rains, it pours. No, we went takes. Okay. Why are we not giving check knight d7 and then win the rook and then even this? I feel like we dropped the ball on this game multiple times, young man. Yeah. Like you completely missed here a winning of a full rock. Good. Not knight b5. Hello? Are we going in and in? Like here, 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 take, and then knight e6, no? I think I'm spotting a lot more missed moves here than you thought I would. Mr. Bionic. I don't like knight a4. Yeah, I think so too, Chief. I think so too. Okay, that's sexy. That is sexy too. Yep. Yep. Very nice. So let's just triple up and then mate. Yeah, still triple up. Oh, that. I would have tripled. Because then after take, we're good to go with the mate. Ah, come on! I so hate it when they resign in a position like that. Like, who resigns here right before the beautiful mate is incoming? They should get like a week ban. Alright, not bad at all, my friend, but you missed a fair bit. Okay, so on to Eigen. What color are we, buddy? Black. Is that a made-up name or you are actually Bay? Like, that would be absolutely mental. I don't mean to dox you, but that would be kind of hilarious if your name was Bay. That is your name. That's fucking mental. Oh, that's brilliant. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. Shout out for your ancestors. Yeah, good old Grimfeld theory. Nothing to add. Except that usually they go back to d3 in this position, right? Yeah, use him. This is for you, buddy. Yeah, bishop b3 is a bit weird to me. Do we have bishop a6 here? Oh, yeah, I read the comment. His father played bishop d3. Right, okay. Nothing like playing against the whole family unit, right? What do you think of bishop a6 here, ladies? Is this a move? It really does feel like a bit of a pesky one, isn't it? I like bishop a6 here a lot. Rook e1. Take, and then maybe queen c7. And we've got a lot of play for the pawn here. Bishop d4, rook d8. e5 is a threat now. Yeah, I kind of dig this. You didn't want to trade queens, but we traded no queens, brother. Where is the queen trade in this line? If you trade queens, this is gonna be problematic. We take, bishop e2. Ah, yeah, probably drawish. Okay, so you wanted to keep the queens on. Fair. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I dig this. Very good. Wait, can we take this? Hello, what's going on here with bishop d4? And then back. This is gonna be wild, man. Bishop d5, you pick up this. You kick it, and then maybe here. Ooh, the machine says go here now. That was a tough line to find. But surely bishop d4 is your first candidate. Oh, hello. Hello? Oh boy. Feel my Grimfeld power, baby. Feel my Grimfeld power. Bishop takes, bishop takes, bishop d3. Smoke that one. Who is the boss? AKA who the boss? That is Mintox, as we say it in Australia. Mintox, my friend. Look, this is the reason why you play the Grimfeld. These types of chaotic positions where pin, freaking hanging pieces everywhere. This is where you must invest your time like crazy. Oh, the Tinker teacher is in the house too. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Are you still streaming, brother? I haven't seen you for a while. Right, knight c6 is, yeah, that was a sissy move. Yeah, your comment says here that I wasn't sure what to do. Here time was clicking, so this was just a move to make a move. Yeah, so I don't know what the... Oh no! I don't know why you are worried about time, because you were in book until here-ish. So you still should have had pretty much a fair bit of time on the clock. I think a teacher, I hope that you're still having a good time though, and you're spreading the love. Yeah, okay, knight c6. That was timid city. Timid city. Knight b4, yep, fair. Yep, tuck tuck, yep, bishop c4. Hey, Tikari with the 30-month. Hello. Okay, now we are doing golden.
Welcome back, coach.
Thank you, thank you. You missed out on a lot, Mr. Tikari. We are now on the tail end of our biz. Okay. e5 looks legit. I don't know why they played knight d4. Or maybe they want to cover up knight... Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Now I just feel like f6 rook here and black is comfortably winning here. Yep, I dig that. Well, not winning, but very, very clearly better. Yeah, f6, I dig that too. And now actually, come to think of it, I really like the move you played, but even g5, h5, g4 looks like an idea to consider. Oh, I see. I didn't know that you had health issues. I hope that you are doing well, buddy. Yep, very good. This part of the game is actually very well played. I'm quite happy. Take queen c5. Yep, very good. Rook d3. Oh, okay. Did we? Oh, queen b6. Oh shit. Yeah, I missed it too. Queen b6 is on. Yeah, so maybe just g5, h5, g4 again. Yeah, rook d3 was tragic. Cheers, Mr. Tinker Teachout. Love you long time. Take care. Yeah, I would start pushing these pawns up here. Okay, that was unpretty. It should have pinned you, by the way. That check was completely useless. Ally, thank you. Yeah. Yep. I still prefer black. I still prefer black. Yep. Yep. H5, please. No! No, go H5, man. It's mate. Check and mate. Oh, buddy. No, like, why are you hunting this 2-bit pawn? That is so sad. Like, H5 is almost forced mate. What the hell does it mean that you are eyeing on them? Like, you had a forced win and you played the let's eat a totally meaningless pawn move. Ah, man, that stings. Not stings, but stings. It is over. Like, it's resigns here. There's no move left. H4, G4, 91, Rook E2. That's it. Game over. Like, it's literal resignation. After H5, against a title player, this would be the point when I would resign with white. No joke. So surely now we play H6, right? To keep the integrity of the pawns. What? Okay, so I assume that this was the move. Which is a very tricky move, by the way, with the idea of take, and then here. Not bad. This looks like a one-move blunder, after which... Hello! Check! And here! Bro! Wait. Knight h2? Okay, alright. I missed this. But still, Rook g2 is definitely best, and then maybe Rook here. Yeah, this is over. This is over. Yeah, this is game over. H5. This is every move is a blunder. Like bishop f1, knight e1 is the only legal move. Yeah, it was OTB. They played king h2. Now that loses again to bishop g2. Yep. Yep. And yep. The game is over. Yep. You what? Draw? Jesus wept. What? Who cares? You don't blame him for time trouble. What on earth are you talking about, bro? Like, push the pawn. What time trouble? Did you have any increment? If you say yes, stand in the corner for 10 minutes, facing the wall. Oh, come on, bro. Like, but what really blows my mind is that it's Zugzwang. Like, you just play one more move and you realize that actually you don't need your brain for the rest of the game. You only need your hands. What she said too. If the rook goes up, down, you take the pawn. If the rook goes sideways, you can go check and keep progressing. In, and it's mate. Like, you should be able to beat Magnus Carlsen with 10 seconds left on the clock here. Oh, mate, like... You should rather lose this in an attempt to win than accept a draw. Well, Jazz, I don't know what to say, man. Like, that's Chicken City. Yeah, but you made me bitterly disappointed for life. I mean, oh, mate, this is... And you keep on fueling your Jazz every single day of your life, as in your low self-esteem. Instead of trying to turn that around, you just keep on taking away from what little you have. That's the part that really hurts me. Oh, man. And by the way, as much as I hate to tell you this, self-esteem is a mindset. And you are 100% in charge of it. So, yeah. What kind of self-esteem or self-confidence you have is entirely up to you. And nothing is easier to change in life than things that are just up to you and no one else is gonna try to mess with you in the process. Oh, mate, you broke my heart. Like, how can you accept a draw here? Or offer a draw for that matter? Oh la la. Alright. In the spirit of sticking with tragic, I'll play a few bullet games and then I'm gonna call it a day. Just so that we can recover with my craziness instead of brooding over that draw offer that should have never ever left your mouth. Ay, ladies, that was... Can you tell me how you got chat on your live? I don't understand the question. Rohit, I'm live streaming, buddy. Like, that comes with live chat. Can we give that question another go? Okay, Shakshiv. Oh boy, and I've got the game open in 400 different tabs. Okay, let's go. I still have it open in another tab. Why did I take that with the pawn, I wonder? Oh, sheesh, I had g5 trapping the bishop. Oops. Wasn't exactly the brightest choice of recent times by me. Oh, fuck. Queen a3. Typical dirty bullet shit. Oh! That was interesting. Oh, for fuck's sakes. This is why we love bullet, right? Oh, okay. That was not great. Takes. Yeah. Absolutely killed the dude. Absolutely killed the dude. Very slow, by the way. I wonder what's up with that. Like, who plays bullet openings like 5 seconds per move? Oh shit, I just walked into that. I have no idea what this is all about. Good luck to you, buddy. It's a bit unpleasant. I don't know if I did this right, but I think I did. Oh shit! Okay, he missed the mate there with queen g8. Am I lagging or something? Like, look at how slowly they play here. It's insane. I absolutely hate bullet. I tell you why I'm playing it, because this is the content for my shorts. That's the only reason why I play bullet. I absolutely royally despise it. Guy is a good player. The dude is a good player. I definitely have to give that to him. Very, very sharp tactically, but he missed that now. It's not going anywhere, buddy. All right, that's more like it. Ooh. Oh, maybe I could have taken a2 there already. Oh, that's neat. Bishop takes d6 check and then bishop c4 wins the queen. Nothing we can do there, unfortunately. Yeah, sharp tactically, that's for sure. Me dude is definitely sharp tactically. I feel like we are decently protected. Oh, until I blundered a piece. And he didn't take it. The joys of bullet, my friends. The joys of bullet. That would be nice, but not happening. Okay, now I really don't see how I can lose it, even if I want to. Even if I just pass to and throw here. Oh, I know how I'm losing this, because of time. Aiden Low! Yeah, I do remember you. You were playing some insane speed against me in Bullet. Some really random pre-moves too, like you were hanging half of the house in game 1 and then played Naroditsky Gotti chess in some others. So yes, I do remember you, sir. Oh wow. You distracted me. Oh fuck, I don't want to play this. Yeah, the guy has got absolutely unexplainable pauses in his bullet chess. It's insane. Why did I play rook e8 if I want to play bishop e6? It makes absolutely zero sense. Shame on me. Theory, but like, that's the thing, that he's not remembering theory at all. Oh shit, he just defended that. Fuck. Is there a tactic here? Not that I can see. I messed this up. Let's try to sell this now. Yeah, I don't think this is stoppable. I told you. Jeez, what a move! Hello! Woo! That is definitely going on YouTube. Woo! That was spicy. See, who remembers theory on move 3? Did you see that pose there? Like, unexplainable. Utterly, completely unexplainable. In my book it is. This is hanging, no? Let's see, let's hope he takes f2. Take f2. Shit. Now he did. Okay, we have this. Okay, this looks pretty winning, right? Oh, come on, bro. Ah, Mr. Tryhard. That's the rubbish move. Yeah, this makes absolutely zero sense. Like, this is really bad chess from an FM. Yeah. Very shaky chess. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have allowed that. Come on, mate. Like, you didn't really think that you were gonna last on h3 or d4 or f4 or whatever that was. Yeah, this is GG's. Oh, I wanted to let go of the rook to take this, which thankfully I didn't do, by the way, because it's guarded. But yeah, that was not pretty. Rook e1, and then queen here. Ouch! Let's go on a bear hunt, shall we? Ooh. Ooh. Oh! Content, baby, content! And now he's playing theory like someone who is possessed. Oh, 95, shit. I missed that. Okay, this now looks extremely dubious. Like, what the hell? The dude just uncorked 400 best moves back to back in 0 seconds. Like, it feels like I'm not playing the same guy. Okay. That was absolutely insane. And now we're back to... Oh wow, that was a mouse slip. .96 is on. 95, yeah. GH was not part of the plan. I missed this. I thought I was being clever by doing this. I don't know if I was. Queen f3. Isn't my man cooked here? This rook is corner, yeah? Hello? Actually, I can win it clean. I just realized. Wow, that is epic. That was so cool, guys. Did you see that? I dig that. I really do dig that. Am I throwing? I think I am. Bishop e4. Oh, shoosh. I threw it away. Oh, man. I absolutely outplayed him like crazy. He wasn't even close. Oh, man. Oh, what? Bishop e4, bro. Come on. Oh, shit. Like, chess-wise, I'm outclassing this guy by about 2 categories. But rapid-wise, or whatever-wise, or bullet-wise, not so much. It's gonna be mate. Check. Check. I don't know why I gave the check. Made no sense, but it doesn't matter. We're completely winning anyway. Ah, damn it. That would have been nice, though. You can't stop this. And then here. And then here. And then I have no idea how the frick... Oh, yeah, I want to win here. But we need to time that well. That is a beautiful breakthrough there, guys. And the king comes in. No thank you, no thank you, no thank you. Yep. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I won that. Like, I know it's cringe, but okay, let's have a look at this fringe again. Oh shit, he has king f8. Oh, but then checkmate. Oh wow, I missed that. That is cool. That is very cool. Next stream, I don't know, buddy. I don't know. Potentially tomorrow. In fact, almost certainly it is tomorrow. 93 only legal move. Hey?
We're leaving 20.
Oh, I should have taken that. Honey, you have gym in like 45 hours, right?
No, it starts at 4.
Yeah, it's 3:20.
20 minutes.
Ah, God. Excited much? Okay, I need to extract that knight somehow, and I don't know yet how. Fuck. I'm an idiot. I'm a certified moron. The only thing this guy does well is plays really bad moves really fast, like, which is 90% of my bullet opponents. Okay, that was me playing dog shit. Because I was tilting. Oh, Jesus. Hello. See you, Brazy. Thank you for tuning in, bruv. You what? Wow. What is it doing? Isn't this mate? Apparently not. Yeah, he's playing dog shit chess now. Yeah, I thought so, baby. I thought so. I thought so. Oh, that's hanging. I did not see that. That should not phase us too badly. I would hope that there is some dirt gonna go down this way. I'm probably missing about 5,000 forced wins here. Knight h7 is not working. Still not working. Knight f3. Oh wow. Seriously, man. Rook there. Wow. Oh well. You do you, buddy. Good luck with the rookie. Here. Here, here. Here. Here, here. Why did I play here? No one knows. GG-san, off you go. On your bike, check. GG. Last game. Last game. Like, insane. Absolute insane pauses there. It's 95 about 7 times back to back. Yep, that was absolutely ridiculous by me. Yeah, I'm not happy with how this went at all. Oh, look at this. That's cute. Knight f3 check was the idea, by the way. Oh, sheesh, I shouldn't have walked into that with a check. It shouldn't matter, but yeah. Oof. That's not mate. Okay, let's just eat the pawns then. Oh, I should have taken. Yeah, let's do that now. Check there. Missed the back rank here. Is there a way I can stop this? It's absolutely wild how I can lose games like this. Absolutely wild. Oh! Even now we are winning. Oh wow, why am I hanging everything? Terrible chess, really. That is such a subhuman behavior. Like, yeah. It is pathetic, really. Oh, T5. Wow. Mm. Oh no! 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 Fuck me. Oops. 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 Gotcha. GG's. Needless to say that because of he is a dirty, dirty, dirty flagger, he's going to try to flag me. Please take that pawn, I beg you. Please take that. No. Nah. Alright, ladies, that's it. Gotta go. Take care. Love you all. Be back tomorrow.